Hello everybody, PuZZlePieceZ here with a brand new game. It's going to be one of the bigger games, a very long game, by the Adventure Company, a very good company. So as you can see with this opening area here, there's lots of roses, there's some ghoulish, demonic things here, and some bats. So what could we possibly be playing? We're playing Dracula Origin. It's one of my favorite games, besides the fact that I love vampires so much. It's a really good game, eventually by the Adventure Company. They are a very good company that make computer games. I will say, though, that this game is definitely more for mature adults or mature audiences. There is a lot of blood. There's some references to drugs, drinking. There's some violence. Well, not like fight hand to hand, but there's some violence involved. Did I mention blood? Yeah, there's blood. It's a vampire, so there's going to be lots of blood and gore. There's also stuff to do with occultism, Saintism, and dark related topics like that. So if you don't think this is for you, I have other games, Disney, light-hearted ones that you can watch, but this is one of my all-time favorite games. So enough said. There'll be a warning in the description too, although there are people who don't read descriptions. Anyway, let's check options for a minute. Okay, everything looks good, and let's start a new game. Now this game is very, it's not like the hidden object ones, it's more like adventure game with click and point system. And lots of cutscenes. I love the cutscenes. Voice acting's good too. Lots of colors and test tubes. So yes, I have played this game.
Other than sunlight, which can be fatal to them, there are very few ways in which to conquer a vampire.
This is Van Helsing, everybody. He doesn't introduce himself.
As well as my own experiments, have affirmed the following. Firstly, vampires detest the smell of garlic.
I do too. I'm actually very sensitive to garlic.
The degradation of these creatures is omnipresent in the folklore of these aforementioned regions. Secondly, vampires cannot endure the fact that they cannot see their reflection in a mirror. This optical effect, which I feel confident I can witness, strikes them like a club with the vacuity and aberrance of their existence.
It hits him like a bitch slap.
An irrational fear of running water, as well as a specific vulnerability to silver bullets. I have not been able to test and validate these theses. In fact, during the half a lifetime that I have dedicated to the research and annihilation of these creatures, I have only had as true recourse 3 weapons which have proven decisive.
So it's good that there's subtitles so that, like, if I talk over this, you can still understand what's going on.
It fights off these creatures and prevents for a moment all attacks from them.
Okay.
Next,
Holy water.
it serves to inflict wounds on the creature because it burns its flesh like acid.
Nice.
Lastly, a wooden stake is the final instrument.
Driven right through the heart.
After having discovered the sanctuary of the enemy, one must profit from its damned slumber in order to strike with the greatest force into the beating heart of...
Professor, it's me. It's Maria, your lodger.
Oh, hi, Maria.
There's a letter here. Can you hear me?
Of course you can.
Yes, yes, slide it under the door.
Can I get you anything, Professor? Something to eat, perhaps?
What? No, no thank you, Maria.
But, Professor, it's been 4 days now.
Oh my god. No wonder you're so thin.
Maria, I am trying to work. Leave me in peace.
Like all professors. I'm trying to work. Leave me alone. Oh. Yeah, this is kind of the thing of like, oh, this is Van Helsing. Okay, so we got a letter from Harker. And...
How can I allow you to leave, and what will become of you? I should have been in your place in this cursed castle, and being destroyed by the one whom I have chased for years.
Something about the Count. Please, ominous me. Oh, hey, I was reading that.
We must inform Mina. She is in grave danger.
Dun dun dun. So that's the... Oh, okay, we can read it here. So, Dear Professor, it is a strange manner in which... Oh, please excuse any humming in the background. It's people, it's family doing gardening outside. I'm not an outdoor person. I'm more of an indoor person. Anyway, Dear Professor, it's a strange manner in which to commerce a letter, but I hope you shall never have to read these words. For if that is the case, it is because of a grievous destiny, worse than death perhaps, has put an end to my existence. Wow, this is really bad reading. Know that at the time in which I write these lines, I find myself at the very heart of evil, in one of the rooms of Count Dracula's castle. This massive will take many weeks to reach you, more time than my return trip to London, which I will make if I am able to carry through my terrible task. This letter would thus have no reliance. It should make sense, but it doesn't. Hence, if you are reading this, pray for my soul. Finding the beast's lair was no simple task. The Count's subordinates were everywhere east of Venia? I know it's in Rome. I just can't pronounce it. Vienna. There we go. And they maintain a veil of secrecy and terror regarding the very existence of our enemy. With force, persuasion, threats, and silver pieces, I managed to find the approximate location of the Count's grounds. Ooh, he wrote a lot. During my trip to this accursed place, chance placed a young scholar whose team had been attacked by bandits in my path. Grave wounds had forced him to take rest at an inn before he could resume his journey. To Count Dracula's dwelling, where he was supposed to take inventory of the library, I approached the young man's letter of introduction and extracted from him the necessary pieces of information to get to the castle. So basically, Harker was like, hey, you're going there under this not alibi, the other guy was supposed to go there for the library. He's like, I'll just take that stuff from you and go in your place. I arrived on the night of the second day at an immense fortress steeping with death and corruption, where the origin of the evil that we are fighting is found. So, unlike the Dracula Bram Stoker version, where Harker was financial or, what was he? He was something to do with houses and finance and stuff. That's why he went to the Count's house or property. But in this version, he's actually working with Van Helsing in the sense of finding the evil, because they're both fight vampires. My first meeting with the Count left me in a memory that will haunt me to the end of my days. How to imagine such nobility, charm, and benevolence in the behaviors of a man who, only by his icy, demented look, betrays his true nature. I was just as subjugated by his elegance as his intelligence. Ooh, he sounds dreamy. He sounds dreamy. Oh, that didn't go anywhere. There we go. Upon my nocturnal arrival, we discussed at length my alleged library experience. I take out a book every second Tuesday. He immediately noted my accent and asked questions that were both precise and direct. I was the mouse attempting to answer to the cat, and despite myself, I gave away my identity as well as my London heritage. Yeah, he's a fool. He seemed to read into each of my answers, and it was the devil of a task to mutter an explanation of my presence here as a delegate from a large Vietnamese library. When he then interrogated me regarding London and England and seemed genuinely impassioned to hear about life in our capital. I then had the misfortune of mentioning Mina, my dear betrothed, while recalling an afternoon spent boating. The Count pressed me in an almost impertinent manner to show me a photograph of her. I complied and was then struck with an infinite terror by the Count's rapacious, I guess that's how you say that, and carnivorous gaze as he examined the face of my loved one grasped between his hands. Ooh. So, still kind of in the ways of Bram Stoker. I find Can't read that word. A very believable fatigue and isolated myself in my quarters. Sleep did not find me that night or any of the following nights. Terrifying abnormal noises mixed with the howling of the wolves that swarmed the region. The Count has been absent for 3 days. Well, I wonder why. But his abominable I don't know. Servant assures me he has to return tonight. I will wait no longer to spring into action. This immense place oppresses me, and it seems that the shadows themselves are alive, observing me and tormenting me with their laughter. I miss Mina so much. What I wouldn't give to be by her side. I don't dare write her. She wouldn't understand the dangers that my mission involves. So Mina has no idea that Harker and Van Helsing are vampire hunters. Assure Mina once again of my complete devotion to her, and if you receive this letter, assure that she knows my last thoughts were of her. Your student and friend, Jonathan Harker. So basically he's like, this is my last account of what happened. And also, if you're reading this, I probably have died. So tell my loved one I love her. Also, there's a vampire out to come and get her because he has hungry looks towards her. Did that just take... No, it didn't. Okay. And newspaper! So you guys can read the newspaper. I'm just going to scan it quickly. Someone's missing. Someone was shot. Domestic drama. So there's bad stuff going on in the world right now, and it's apparently today or Thursday. So it's the 8th of. Trying to go backwards here. September? Yeah, September. 1898.
Come in, Professor.
Oh, we're already at her
I'm
place.
pleased to see you. Please excuse the disorder in my attire, but I haven't had the strength to attend to the housekeeping this morning.
I'm still in my nightgown. Actually, technically, she is still in her nightgown. Which, for a lady of this period, is a big no-no. What is going on?
But what is going on,
Oh.
Nina? And where is your servant?
Jenny is absent. She is with her sister. My God, I am at a loss for words. We found her poor
And a loss of
sister
sync, apparently, with your
dead.
character.
An atrocious crime. Today's newspapers gives the heinous details.
Oh,
The
no.
police came here to break the news to Jenny. She was shocked and had to go to the police station to identify her sister.
You could tell she's not
It's a
much of a
tragedy.
harrowing character.
She was my
She's more of
Julie
like
by
the
3
damsel in
years,
distress
and now she's
character.
dead. But what a paltry hostess I am. So what pleasure do I
Paltry
owe you a
hostess.
visit? Have you received news of Jonathan?
No, I mean, yes, I mean, no.
I came to see if all was well. Jonathan repeatedly insisted I take care of you. I reckon.
Sorry.
Could I take you for a stroll in the park, perhaps?
Nothing would give me greater
Yeah, get
pleasure.
out your nightgown
I'll
there
speak to my
and get
thoughts.
into better
Give me a
clothes.
few moments in order to ready myself.
Yeah, you go prepare yourself because you're still in your nightgown.
I did not have the courage to break the sad news to her. But it must be done sooner or later.
Of course.
What could have happened to this poor young girl?
Jenny's
Nina
sister,
told me
yeah.
That it was mentioned in the papers.
So, as you can see, this is a click and point adventure, and a lot of clue gathering, lots of reading. So, courier. So, okay, bloodless corpse. Ooh, bloodless corpse. That usually means vampires. Okay, so from this, it looks like Colada here was bitten by a vampire.
Vampires
Yeah.
possess numerous powers, such as uncommon physical capabilities and the ability to transform into bats.
These ain't your typical Twilight sparkle vampires. These are the original vampires. So basically you click anywhere and he walks to it. This is definitely a game where you click and look at almost everything because even the smallest area can hold a clue. So just walking around here.
It is a photograph of Harker. Mina is very much in love with him.
I hope so. He has a big nose. So I like that it has like the old daguerreotype photograph. So that's the end of this video. I hope you're kind of getting the idea, maybe kind of liking the whole suspense and adventure of this kind of game, different from the other games. So I hope you do stay tuned. There will be more videos. This is going to be a much longer game than the other ones. So do stick around. This is PuZZlePieceZ, signing off.